I just realized that I'm living the dream life that my 16 and 17-year-old self would have killed to have. I'm literally about to go pick up some clients from the dock. They're paying me to take them fishing. And after a while, it just seems like so normal. But like a few years ago, that was the dream. Like to get paid to go fishing, like sometimes it's weird because the reality of it just sets in and it just becomes like the normal day to day, and it's just like how it is. Like, hey, you take people fishing and get paid to do it. But I wanted to share the reality of like what it's actually like to have your dream job. And like, don't get me wrong, it's good. Like, I always have fun about it, but there's a certain amount of pressure that goes along with it because you can control certain aspects of the trip, but you can't control like every aspect of it. And obviously, you can't control if the fish are biting all the time. But something that I've found is it's always like important to be on your A game because, like, for example, even today I'm taking a couple young boys out, like 12 and 13. Like, you have to think like this might be your 100th trip of the season, but it might be their first experience out on a boat. Like, the rest of their adult life might be based on this one experience. So for you to just come and give half an effort, it's not fair to them. Like, this is the experience that could potentially shape the rest of their fishing careers. You owe it to your clients to give 100% all the time. And it's not easy either. The other thing is when you're doing it for the money, people can sense it. Like, I know that you think they can't, but they can, okay? You will give a better service if it's not about the money. So like at first when you're just getting started, okay, like of course you need to pay the bills and you have boat payment and stuff, but after a while, when you actually put the client first, it becomes like this, it's a different mission, okay? Like, then when the weather's bad and you know that they're not going to have a good time or something, you're not like, oh, well, the boat's not going to sink, so like, yeah, we'll just still go out anyways. Like, no, you're like, hey, look, since if it's two ladies or something, like, hey, you guys might want to pick a different day, and yeah, it might mean that you don't get to book another trip on that day, and you might get to lose out on a little bit of revenue. But the thing is when you start putting the people first like that, it's interesting how it works, but they know it, and it like builds so much more goodwill with them. Like, they appreciate that. They're like, oh yeah, absolutely, like, we'd rather just have a good day out on the water. And yeah, I get it, you lost a little bit of revenue for the day, but like, get over it because it will come back and pay you back if you just have goodwill and just do the right thing and put the customer first, because it's not always about the money.